Okay. You have a chanting sheet? Okay. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhang saranang gacchami. Dhammang saranang gacchami. Sanghang saranang gacchami. Tisarana gamanang paripurnang. Panatipata veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Adina dana veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Abrahmacharya veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Musawada veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Sura meraya majapamadatana veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Vikala bhojana veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Nacha Gita Vadita Visuka Dasana Malaganda Vilepana Dharana Mandana Vibhusanatana Veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Uchasayana Mahasayana Veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Idang me silang Magapala nyanasa Pachayo Hotu Appamadena sampadeta. Good time. Okay. What we'll do for tonight now, we'll start off with a metta first. Because this time, after 2 years plus, there's no yogis, many bigs around. So let us start with some metta, some guided metta. I'll guide you through for about 15-20 minutes. Then after that, we'll start off with some briefing. Then we'll see. Huh? Okay. Sit down here. I want you just to relax all the tension and all the thoughts. Keep all our worldly attachments, put it all aside. Put it away. And just bring our mind and body here in the present. Just be present here from top of the head, slowly down to the face and neck. Relax the arms and shoulders. Relax the chest, stomach area. Relax the spine. Relax the buttocks, thighs, knees, calf, soles. So completely relax the body and keep the mind alert and clear. May I be free. May I be free from all kinds of harm and danger. May I be free from all mental suffering, free from all physical suffering. May I be peaceful. May I be well. May I truly be happy. May I be free from all kinds of harm and danger. Free from all mental suffering. Free from all physical suffering. May I be peaceful. May I be well. May I truly be happy. Now let us expand our loving kindness our metta, our happiness in our heart, to all the beings around here. May they be seen or unseen. May they be the devas or the spirits or petas or animals big or small within this area, within this compound. May all beings over here be free from all kinds of harm and danger, free from all mental suffering, free from all physical suffering. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings over here, may they be well, may they be happy. May all beings around here, seen or unseen, may they be free from all kinds of harm and danger, free from all mental suffering, free from all physical suffering. They all be peaceful. May they all be well. May they all truly be happy. Now let us spread the metta, spread our loving kindness to all the beings, seen or unseen, to this whole country. In this whole country, whether they are big or small, seen or unseen, may they be humans or non-humans. May they be devas, betas, animals. May all beings in this whole country, may they be free from all kinds of harm and danger. Free from all mental suffering. Free from all physical suffering. May all beings be peaceful. May they be well. May they all truly be peace, truly be happy. May all beings be well. May they be peaceful. May all beings in this whole country, may they truly be happy. Now let us expand. Let us further expand our metta, our loving kindness to all the beings in this whole wide world. May all beings in this world, may they be our loved ones, near or far away, and those whom we do not know, wherever they are. And towards those whom we dislike, and those who dislike us, to all the devas, petas, to all the animals, near or far away, seen or unseen. May all beings in this world, may they all be free from all kinds of harm and danger, free from all mental suffering, free from all physical suffering. May they all be happy. May they all be peaceful. May all beings in this world, may they all able to live with kindness and compassion, and not in cruelty. May all beings in this world able to live in peace and harmony, and not in war. May all beings be peaceful. May they all be happy. May all beings truly be well and truly be happy. Now let us spread the metta, boundless, without boundary, without limitation, to all the beings in this whole universe and all the universes. to all the beings in all the planes of existence, to all other world systems. May all beings without limitation, may they all be free from all kinds of harm and danger. Free from all mental suffering, free from all physical suffering. May all beings able to live in peace and in harmony with themselves and with others. May all beings truly be well. May they all truly be happy. May all beings without condition may they all be free from all kinds of harm and danger. Free from all mental suffering. Free from all physical suffering. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be well. May all beings truly be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May they be well. And may they all truly be happy. Now we slowly let go of the metta. Bring the mind back to the body. Now feel the whole body again. From the top, slowly, gently down to the bottom. Again from the top, gently down to the bottom. Be here, be present, be now. Then we can slowly open our eyes. Okay. Good to see all of you again after don't know how long, 2 years, 2 years plus. Yeah. So this is the first retreat after 2 years. And there's a lot of ongoing at the background. That is to say, there's a lot of work that's not finished yet. Still a lot of knocking and cutting and cleaning. So I hope that y'all can bear up with it. It's not going to be perfect. This coming a few days, especially now we try to settle down. We try to settle down so that the mind and body are able to adjust to the retreat environment once again. And I mean, in order for us to do that, I try not to complain too much. If you keep complaining, there's nothing that's going to be perfect because your mind is always seeking for perfection and nothing in the world is perfect right now. So just bear up with it. Even right now, you see the water is dripping here and there. Yeah. It's not the rain now. It's water overflowing. So there's still a number of things going on. Yeah? And of course that while we are here, after a number of, after some time we are not in the retreat, I'm sure that coming to over here also, it's not an easy trip also. Yeah. First of all is your registration. You have to chiao. You have to within like 2 minutes, everything is all over. I do not wish to have that, Of course, we want to have more places for all the yogis, but right now it's just limited, especially for the female side. So, I know. So there are a number of people, of course, they couldn't able to get into this retreat. Hopefully they could get to the next retreat. But this retreat, since the first retreat for the coming all the retreats, there's as I said, a lot needs still to be done. Now, here there are a number of things I need to go through with all of you. And many of you have been with my retreat, well and good. But many of you are still, perhaps this is the first time with me. It's fine, it's fine. We just go through some of the briefing. And also it's good that to set the tone for the whole retreat. Now, firstly, your mobile phones. And now in previously I put in somewhere in the talks. I said we're going to collect the mobile phones. But this time, so sorry. We couldn't able to do that. We don't have a place to keep your mobile phones. So you got to keep it yourself. Because the office and the dining hall is all not ready. So I don't think it's going to be ready even when we finish this retreat. I'm not sure whether for the next retreat also. There's still a lot of things going on. So for those who are still here in the following retreat, perhaps you have to bear up with it. So right now, all these mobile phones, you keep it yourself and make sure you don't play with it. Now, most of you over here who are experienced meditator, in fact, that I could see that most of you are, been with me. And you know that, nowadays, when we are in a lockdown, we are on internet even more. I find myself that I'm on the internet even more. Yeah. Can I go out? That time. And then the habit builds up. Uh, Still now I'm on the internet, you see. Yeah, there are people who request. Doesn't matter. Now, what I'm going to do, and so for tonight, as I said, it's just a briefing. Maybe a little bit of walking meditation afterwards. So here, your mobile phones, you make sure you put it all aside. And also that the one that a few reminders in the thing that is stuck on the whiteboard there. Hopefully, you have those who have not seen it before, do read it, and those who have seen it again and again, well, hopefully you can remember. So noble silence is over here is important. Right now, we are still in the COVID time. We are not away yet, although perhaps lesser, or apparently lesser. Apparently. You can't trust the numbers right now. Huh? Because you know and I know that there are many people who don't report whenever they got all this COVID thing. Yeah, you know and I know. So we're still here. But noble silence is going to be very good because if you don't talk, then the spreading is very little, very little. And after all, this morning you have done the test. And also, of course, you are required to do another test on Thursday. I'm not sure what time Thursday, maybe after lunch, I think so. Thursday, there's another test. And then for that, once we are cleared with that test, most people will feel more comfortable. So here, make sure you don't play with your mobile phones. You keep it aside as much as possible. Now, here also there are a number of books lying around here and there. Again, here, try not to read all those books. Past two plus years is all the time for you to read and to contemplate and to think. And right now is the time for you to meditate, to do at least a 2 weeks retreat. Now, while you are here also, again, sometimes our habits, our worldly habits are very strong because we are not in a retreat session, in the retreat settings. So while we come back here, then hopefully all of you slow down. Hopefully all of you slow down your physical actions. Slow down in the sense that your eyes also 5 or 6 feet in front of you. When you go from one place to another place, you don't swing your arms. And also every now and then also I'll be checking. Now, let's come back to the schedule. Now in the schedule, we have 4 a.m. waking up or 4:30 lah. It's up to you, no problem. Then we have a sitting at 5 a.m. I hope you have seen the schedule, right? This thing is in the male hall, that's one, and also in the female dorm, and also in the dining hall too. So do take a look. Don't follow the Bodhiyarama one. Not the yellow one, but this one, the white one over here. So we have sitting at 5, walking around 6, and then we have a little bit of cleaning up. 6:30 will be the breakfast. Now, for the breakfast and for the lunch at this time, there won't be any chanting. Okay? You can come and offer. You can offer on the tables or the food Then after that, uh, pay respect, and then after that, you can go on with your taking your food. If you come late, does not matter. Uh, you don't have to hurry to the lunch or to the breakfast. Take your time. Take your time. If already you see me in the hall, don't have to quickly try to come in, and then not necessary for a yogi. Perhaps if you are an outside devotee, there's a different story. So if a yogi don't rush, even with the monks or not all these things not necessary. So just go on slowly to your breakfast, to your lunch. Now, the breakfast and lunch, I believe that all of you have seen. We are going to have it down there. Now, this breakfast and lunch, it reminds me all the way back to 20 years plus ago. 20 years plus ago, we don't have the dining hall and the office there. All lunch is at that site. All meditation also that side. After they makan, they collect they keep all the tables. I don't know whether they got table or not that time. Then after that, they just carry on meditate. Maybe perhaps not so many. Maybe sometimes, maybe some retreats there are quite a lot. Maybe 20 plus is a lot already. Yeah. So that time, all the breakfast, all the lunch is all over there. Yeah. So this time, back again to 20 plus years ago. That's good. But it's going to be a bit messy. All our things from the office and all from the dining hall, everything is shifted to the lady dorm over there. So it's going to be a bit oily. It's going to be a bit oily. It's going to be a bit of messy over there. We'll try to keep it as clean as possible, but you've got to bear up with it. The cooking, especially, it's very near to some of the yogis' room, two yogis' room especially. So hopefully, for the whole day, make sure you close your door. If not, all the oil will all go inside there. So the breakfast and lunch will be something like this. Now, after breakfast, you do a bit of you do your own things and a bit of cleaning up around your area, and then after that you come back for sitting meditation at 8 a.m. 9 will be walking, 10 will be sitting again. Now, during this time, in the morning session, there will also be interview, but not in the next coming few days. Because over here are pro meditator. So you need more time to settle down. So don't worry about all this interview yet. When the interview comes up, if you're not familiar with my retreat, I'm going to put the interview list on the whiteboard. Male and female area. So morning will be in interview. Then this time, lunch will be at 11:30. Because the reason 11:30 is requested by our cook, because we are not sure whether we can get ready or not. Because everything's still mong cha cha, So let them settle it for the next few days and sort everything out, and then see how things goes. So 11:30 will be the lunch for now. For this retreat, for the next retreat, I cannot say that anymore. For this retreat, it's only to settle everything, see how things goes. So immediately, the next retreat, it may go back to 11 o'clock again. So that is all depending on the organizers and also with the sayadaw. So after that, you can have rest. Then 1 o'clock, you have a group sitting. Group sitting, I mean, all sit at your own place. That means male, you sit at your own place. Female, you sit at your own place. Sit here, I mean. Then after that, we have under 6 p.m., you have your shower and so on. 7, you have group sitting. 8, you have walking again. Now, 8 not necessary. 8, you just relax. 8, you have to stretch out a little bit because we're going to have, at night, we're going to have Metta Bhāvana and also with the Dhamma talk. Then after that, about 9:30, sometime 9:45, then we finish for the day. Some days there will not be any Dhamma talk. Some nights there maybe have, you just have to continue. You have to carry on. The walking or sitting. Oh. Also, this time also, no metta chanting at night. After Dhamma talk, yogis this time are not required to do any chanting. Less chanting, less talking, better. Finish your meditation around 9:30, 9:45, up to you. Then you can retire for the day. Okay? So no chanting. I over here there's a chanting here now. I wrote it. I didn't see it just earlier on. Yeah. So I will cancel the metta chanting, cancel the sharing of marriage. Just do the sitting until 9:30, 9:45 or 10 o'clock, up to you. So this is on the schedule for the day. Okay. Now, there are also, in the whiteboard too, there are also guidance to how to do an interview. Again, for those who have not read it before, please do read it also. And that also, it's very helpful in the sense of to remind you all the basic instruction in written form. But it's all in the interview way of ask, all in the question form now, although over there. But anyway, make sure that you all read that one. How to do an interview. Because sometimes yogi come into the interview, they can talk from all kinds of things first before they start off with their interview. I mean, the actual sitting or walking. So report on your walking, report on your sitting, and also report on your daily activities. Female interview, if you're not sure, female interview up here. Male interview will be down, or sometimes also you may be up here. If it's down interview at the interview room, I will indicate for that. If it's up, that means you'll be up here. All right, now. Wait, I have something to say. Okay, now I talk about dining hall, don't go. Don't step over there because there are still a lot of construction going on. There are nails and whatever is still there. Okay, one thing. Next thing, the helicopter fan. This is the elephant in the room. Now, this time, you see, you still have this small little fan because this afternoon there was lightning and so on. We have to switch off the main. There's a inside the box there. It got 2 boxes, one big one, one small one. The small one is your switch on off, and also it adjusts how fast you want to go. Now there's a bigger box just attached to it. Is the main switch box. It keeps the switch off so that it protects the fan. Wait, this fan cost 13,000, you know. Bo pangi, you know. It's not cheap. But the fan right now, at least to me, and also those people we have tried here. Currently, this fan right now, the air is not the same as this type of small little fan here. This one is considered rough, you know, the air. But this fan, when the wind comes down, it's like a breeze. It's not like something blow on you, you know. It's not something that's going to blow on you. It's like a breeze that is passing through. Now, if you stand up, you don't feel the wind. Only when you sit down, you feel the wind. So sometimes you stand up, how come? It feels so hot, but the moment you sit down, you feel the breeze is going through. Because this type of fan is like it pushes air down and then it goes to the side. Sometimes you sit right at the middle of it, you don't feel the air. It's more like it's pushing the air and it goes to the side. And you can feel the fan right at the corner there, or even the corner here, even with this one fan on. Okay? So, this time, as I said, for those who are still afraid of fan one, kiasi one, not kiasi lah. But if you cannot tahan the fan, I suggest you go all the way to the back. But often you go all the way to the back, there's also the second fan is still there. and more or less you cannot run away. Now, we haven't tried out with all the yogis yet. This is for the female area. Now, the male one, you have the luxury of the fan. Each person have one remote control for the fan, however speed you want. Yeah. The fan, there are more fans than the yogi. Even if one yogi take 2 fans, they are still left over. How come? Is it? Even you take 2 fans also, they're still left over. You see home, yeah. But anyway, don't worry about that because that place is small. That place you cannot put all this type of thing. So the female one is here. You only see the effect. I mean, the effect of this fan will be very good. You will feel it in the hot day. You know that many of you over here meditate here. Inside here is like an oven. It's like you're like sometimes I look at you are like cookies, you know, like bake in the oven, right? Put inside there, sit for a while, sit 1 hour, 1 hour walk, 1 hour sit, then 6 o'clock you come out from the oven. So this fan, hopefully it will cool down. Hopefully it will cool down those over here. Yeah, hopefully. So we never tried it yet. This fan has already been 2 years. You know, it's been 2 years from the last Vasa when I was here. When there's no yogi, they already fix up the fan. So I'm the first few one now trying it out. So the last 2 years ago, my Vasa was here. No yogis. So I come in and kepo and all that thing, you know. See, try there, try there. So it's been 2 years about thinking about the fan, you know. So y'all try that and see. Now later part, I will assign somebody just to know how to turn on the switch and how to turn off the switch, especially the main switch, especially when it is a lightning strike. We are at the top here. So, you know that here, the 1 or 2 retreats, I think 2 retreats, when the lightning strike, the whole, this one caught fire. Yeah. At least I kena one time. my retreat, one of my retreat, the whole thing burned, the whole main switch burned, this one. The main switch behind the door. And then second time, worse, not my retreat, somebody else retreat, and then it caught fire. Fire came out from it. So it can be quite strong, or very strong actually. The lightning, over here, the lightning, gila one is not. So how the lightning will come? Usually the lightning and thunder, you will hear that usually it's coming from afar, and sometimes it slowly pass over. Once it pass over, after you can hear it from far away. Once it's go far away, then if it is still raining, you can turn it on already. This is how, when I stay here for some time, or so many retreats here, every time when there's lightning on, my kuti over there, and also there's also male, also some female also is there. So during lightning, it will trip. Over there, it will trip. You have to bear up without electricity until the lightning pass or the thunderstorm pass. Then only we can switch on the main switch. So the situation here is, for those, for other places, you may not feel it that much, but from the male kuti especially, it can be strong at times, and also here also. So a later part, we will assign somebody to help you to how to switch on or off the main switch especially. Now, the fan over here, this big fan here, inside the knob there, inside the knob, if you can see right now, it's a glass panel, and at the knob there, yesterday I agak, I put there 6 a.m. If let's say it's a humid morning, let's say 6 a.m., how much to turn on? Then 8 a.m. maybe at certain days, even 8 a.m. also can be quite warm over here. And then of course the knob goes a little bit more Then after that, 10 a.m. lagi sedikit. Then 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. you can certain something like that. Then 3 to 4 p.m. like that. So this fan, more or less you can turn about half like that. You don't turn until full maximum, you blow, you blow away. The fan is strong, it's no joke. You see, it looks, you could, when it's fully maximized, it's very powerful. So usually it's about half or about a little bit more than half, more than enough already. This is not like the old fan. You have to, every fan you have to put on number 3, then only you kena something. This one is different. So those of you who have not used this fan before, then this is something new for you all. If those have been using it before, you know that it can be quite powerful. So later on, when next few days, we'll see how things will go. And if things are a little bit more, not enough, too strong or too little, you come, maybe during an interview, you can come and feedback to me. So this is the fan over here. Because I have to mention about the fan, this one. Especially mention about the fan here, because on the female yogis, there are fan wall inside the meditation hall. Fan wall. After this yogi suka, then the other yogi bo suka. You want to on, off. They all can quarrel inside there now. So, and then it'll be a problem. Sometimes you sit down there, that fella turn on. Then you sit down there, that fella turn off. Very mafan one. So do be careful. Bear up with it. Now, if you cannot tahan, let's say, really you cannot tahan, you try to go all the way to the back, or go all the way to the front also, never mind. I don't mind. As long as you don't sit at the places where they do all the walking meditation here. You go all the way to the back, face the wall, or you go all the way to the other wall here or the other wall here. You just face the wall. So don't have to face the Buddha, it doesn't matter. Just face the wall, do your own meditation if you cannot withstand the fan. All right. Now, the one that I put over there, the knob there, that one is meant for a hot day. That one is meant for a hot day. But for a rainy day, especially like today, a crazy rain again, rain the whole day. There's for the past 1 week, there's no rain over here. Then this today, since y'all come, the Deva welcome you all with all the pouring rain. Say how long wash everything, including you also. It's terrible rain. Anyway, so with that, sometimes when it's afternoon, when it's cold like this, cool, you may want to switch it off. It's still pleasant. Right now, you see, even without the fan on, you can feel it is quite pleasant right now. Some of you are already on shawl already. So this one especially I need to mention to some of you. I also during this time, when it's raining, I will ask the boys also, you quickly come up to switch off the fan, the main switch especially. But if you can, one of you, perhaps later on, I'll assign you a little bit of duty to switch it off. Okay? All right. So this is basically on the, let me see, what else do I have here? All right. Now, yeah, the COVID test. Okay. Oh, you all take off mask already here. I thought supposed to be the third test when you take off mask. Semua. Okay. As long as you don't talk. As long as you don't talk, fine. Never mind. Okay. Anyway, during the interview, you have to wear mask. All right? Because we are quite close to each other. And I have to take off mask because I have to sit there for 3 hours. It's going to be difficult. Yeah? So you all wear a mask. Okay. If you forget your mask, we have a mask over here. We have inside here. Of course, the male also can take. And also we're going to put also inside the interview room. Okay. Now, so this is on the area of the briefing. Okay. Next one. Now we come here after some time when you have not been doing your walking meditation. It's also quite rusty already. Perhaps at home, basically we don't do walking meditation that much. So hopefully, just for a short, maybe 20-30 minutes, I'll just go through with basic walking meditation. So bear up with me. Although over here, all of you have been already done meditation before, but it's good that just to hear back the basic instruction on the walking meditation. Just to refresh everything again. Now, while we are here, now it's important that those who have not done any retreat with me, the first few days is always I emphasize on your walking meditation. Not much of a sitting meditation. The walking meditation, it will help you to regain back the momentum for the retreat. If you don't have that momentum for the retreat, it's going to have a problem in the coming days. And we don't have long. We only have 2 weeks. In fact, 2 weeks is my shortest retreat over here in Bodhiyarama. Last time, shortest retreat is 1 month. At least we have time to build up. Now, I only have 2 weeks. I also don't have much time also actually, because it's coming near the Vasa. And also a few retreats going to be on after this. But anyway, now while you are here to regain back that momentum, you need to do your walking meditation properly. Yeah? Don't worry about your sitting meditation. Your sitting meditation will be filled with sleepiness, thinking, and usually the first few days will be sleepiness. Or unless you already had been meditating at home, has already been warming up at home. If not, some of you, like for example, you're working and you have some things to do at home, and until you can able to finish your job, then you want to come into a retreat. So this time you may have to pick up again. But I think I look at all your faces. These are all retired faces. Retired, 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 retired. Not working, retired, retired, retired. Retired, 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 retired. Not working, retired, retired. Not working. Someone. Oh, really? This one is really not working. Well, rather come semi-retired only. Come. This one semi-retired. Consider the rest. So hopefully all over here have done some, hopefully I have done some warming up at home. So while you're here, as I said, you have to start off with a lot of your walking meditation. Build up on that momentum. Now, build up on this momentum, meaning that make sure that you try to remaster back again the first phase, the second phase, and the third phase. Yeah. You may have done your third phase a lot in the past retreat. We can understand that, yes. But this is a new retreat. This is a new retreat after some time that you have not done any retreat. And the skills, especially on the walking meditation, sometimes you may have ignored, for example, the second phase. And you may have ignored the second phase. And because at that time, the momentum is strong, you can able to go in right into the third phase. But right now, that momentum is not so strong. Perhaps that the mindfulness is not so clear at this time. So build it up. Your body is not adjusted to the retreat environment. During the COVID, you can wake up anytime you want. And a lockdown, especially me also. No breakfast. I can wake up a bit later, a bit earlier. Yeah. Because of whatever, all the, distancing and so on. Yeah. Anyway, so right now we need to rebuild up again, to rebuild up on the walking meditation. So start off with the one phase, a later part to the two phase, and also to the three phase. Now in the first phase, make sure that you don't go too slow. Go a little bit faster, but not as fast as when you are in the outside world. Right now, the first phase is to help you to slowly bring the mind back again to the body. Your mind will run back again to the body. Start off with your intention to walk. Start off with your intention to walk. After you're standing, start off with intention to walk. A few times, purposely make the noting of the intention, because this time the intention is help you to bring and to retie your mind back to the present again, and to help you to give that continuity of that walking and the mindfulness, especially the mindfulness. So try to do some intention, try to notice the intention, even you have done it before, or even you have not done it in the past, perhaps already for some time. So this time, redo on the intention again, notice the intention, and then after that, start off with the right step, left step, right step, left step. Now learn to feel the right step, left step. Learn to feel that right step, left step. Label it also. Even you have done so many retreats right now. Beginning part, every yogi, and for myself, even when I start a retreat, I find that the labeling is always very helpful. Even I know how to meditate, but labeling, it helped me to reconnect the attention onto the body, onto the sensation, onto the movements, onto all the meditation objects. Because a lot of times we may not be used to all this walking, especially the steps and all other objects. So make sure you retie the mind back again to the lifting, to the right step, left step. Don't quickly try to go into your third phase in the beginning of your retreat. Just slowly build up the momentum. It may take you, since you already done a lot of meditation in the past, it's going to take you about, let's say, 3 days or 4 days just to regain back the momentum. Regain back the momentum. Don't push on it too hard and don't be too kanjiong to do a retreat, even for a while we have not done the retreat. So don't be too kanjiong. Just slowly build up again. Right step, left step, right step, left step, right step, left step, right step, left step. Now, when you do this right step, left step, just make sure you keep your mind there. Don't let your mind run. If the mind runs, you know it, pull it back again, pull it back again, pull it back again. Again and again, you pull it back. Now, while you are here, since a lot of you are also done meditation in the past, now here again, try to notice the upper part of your body too. Usually, if you're a beginner, the upper part of the body, usually I'll talk about it later on. Next few days. But this time, since you've been here and many of you have been with me before, sometimes you have a secondary object for the walking meditation. The primary object is on your movement of your leg, which is the first phase, second phase, third phase. That is a primary object. But the secondary object is also as important as the primary object. Secondary object is all above, from the ankle to the head. And there will be obvious movements. There will be obvious movements in the body, and those movements can be used as a meditation object. In fact, that sometimes it is much better than the steps. If your mindfulness that time is not too continuous, then try to notice, for example, the thigh that is moving. You still walk, but attention is not on the feet. You still notice the thigh a little bit. Or sometimes you can able to notice the hips a little bit, how the hips are moving, and how the hips and how the shoulders sometimes are moving, the back is moving. Take a notice of that. You start off with right step, left step first. After you find that if the mindfulness is not so continuous, then notice the secondary object. Don't go into the thinking. Don't try to notice the thinking at this time. Forget about the thinking. You know the thinking is there, but don't have to note the thinking so much. Back again to the body. Now, if you don't want to go to the steps, you go to the upper part of the body. Find the upper part of your body. Follow it for a while. After that, when the primary object or when the steps become more clearer, then back down. Turn your attention back down again. Then in that way, it helps you to start off with that mindfulness a little bit more faster. Okay? Especially the first phase. The first phase, we can do a lot of things with it actually. If you really pay attention to those things. Now, what else? So you do the first phase until you feel maybe 15, 20 or 30 minutes, just make sure that your momentum, you have gained the momentum, sufficient momentum, and you learn to feel this time. When your thoughts are not so much already, when you feel that your heart is ready for the second phase, then only you go to the second phase. If you're a beginner right now, I ask you to check the time, 20 minutes or not? 20 minutes, change second phase. 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes. That time, if you are a beginner, but this time you learn to feel, not to feel the time, learn to feel your clarity of your mind. The more that the more that the mind becomes clear, and you find that the mind is settling down, you find that the momentum is already moving, then that time you learn to slow down to the second phase. Can do that. It's all about learn to feel it, It's like you drive a car, Sorry. Drive a manual car, not automatic car. Automatic car nowadays, you just lap jalan already, you just tekan only, jalan. As long as the car can bring you from A to B, doesn't matter which gear. But in the past, no. In the past, you must know how to know which gear, second gear, third gear. So in a manual car, you must learn how to push the car in the first gear. Until you feel that the sound and the speed is good enough, then you change to the second gear. Right? That's how we do. And after that you feel it good enough, then we change to the third gear. That's how we drive the car in the past. And there are still few people here and there still manual, and because they still love manual. Yeah, they love manual until they get the traffic jam, Many of you are from KLPJ. Past few days, crazy jam. I don't know, today maybe you came also a lot of jam. Terrible. Anyway, so this is the first phase. Make sure that the first phase, you learn to feel the sensation of the primary object, that is your right step, left step. After that, you feel also the body. Learn to feel the body. And when the mind is become settled down, then go to the second phase. Now, when you go to the second phase right now, so this time again, you learn to slow down, learn to feel the lifting, dropping. Again here, label it the lifting, dropping, lifting, dropping. Slower than your speed of your first phase. This time, take notice it a little bit more. So once in a while, the lifting may be a bit heavy. Just learn to feel it a bit heavy. When you step down, it may be cold. Learn to feel the cold. Don't start complaining. Maybe next time they should do better rather than tiles. The tiles, then if we start complaining everything. No. Just learn to feel and shut the mind up and just learn to feel. Don't give too much comments. Just learn to feel. Feel, learn the right step. Lifting, dropping, lifting, dropping, lifting, dropping. Now, if you don't feel much of the sensation in the steps, again, learn to feel the secondary object. Primary object, secondary object in the walking meditation. So you learn to feel that object, and then later part, when the primary object becomes clear again, that means that the lifting, dropping clear again, what do? You go back to that object. So do this again. You learn to, again here, you must learn to feel. Learn to feel, is it enough for you or not? If it's not enough, carry on a little bit longer. If you feel that it's enough, then only we go into the third phase. Don't have to rush into the third phase. So if you feel that it's enough, when you do the walking and it is enough to do into the third phase, now, so this time, what you should do is that you go as slow as you can. You do go as slow as you can. Again, here you label it as lifting, pushing, dropping. When you label that lifting, this time you feel it as much as you can, whether it is heavy, light, pulling, sensation, sometimes staggering one after another. Sometimes when it push, there's vibration, or when it's staggered one after another pushing, when it's dropping, what happened to it? Feel those things. So you learn to feel these things, and usually when you come into the third phase, usually the mind will stay with the third phase for a longer period of time because you build up your momentum from your first phase and your second phase, and they'll come into your third phase. You make sure you pay attention to it precisely, thoroughly, and clearly. Yeah? So this time you take note of this walking meditation. Now, some walking, you may want to do the third phase a little bit more. Some walking, you want to do the third phase a little bit less. You want to do the first phase, second phase a bit more. So it's up to you, but you must learn to feel it. Not every walking you can do like just now, earlier part of this one. You have to put your feet down. Yeah. So when you walk, yeah, so you learn to feel the steps that when you are ready for it, then go into the third phase. When you are not ready, sometimes after you walk for a while, you feel that it's not the right speed, kindly go back to the second phase or to the first phase. Okay? You must learn to change. You must learn to be more flexible. You are not a first-time yogi. Yeah? Many of you have been with the retreat here. So in other times, when there are new beginners, we don't ask them to change so much. But this time, since you are here, we ask you to do a little bit more, to learn to feel your steps, to learn to feel whether it's the right speed, whether your mind is able to go concurrent with the steps, your mind can able to go clearly with your movements. If it's not, change the speed to get back to the optimum momentum of your walking meditation. Yeah. So do that for an hour. Yeah. You do that for an hour and pick up on that thing, on that walking. Yeah. The sitting, once you do that, then the sitting will be much more better. Okay? All right. I think that's enough for tonight. Yeah? Sadhu lah. Big 2 years, forget already. Anyway, we're going to share merits. All right. Idang me bhavanang nibbanasa pachayo hotu. May my mental cultivation be a condition for the realization of nibbana. Imang no punya bagang sabba satanang dema. We share these merits with our departed ones, with all beings and all the devas. Sape satta sukhi hontu anumodantu. May all beings be happy. May they rejoice in these merits. Sadhu. So tomorrow, same time, 8:15. They will ring the bell at around maybe what time? You ring the bell. 8:05. You ring the bell. Tomorrow. 8:05 ring the bell. Okay. 8:05 they'll ring the bell. Then slowly you all come up. Take your time. No problem. Okay. That's it. Okay.